I am here today to not only meditate among nature and spend time with nature, and to connect my spiritual energy and my consciousness with nature and its energies, but at the same time to provide my sacred offerings, my ritual to nature. And to be here today to show that I care, to show that I appreciate nature, and at the same time to clean up a lot of the trash and litter, the garbage that has been left behind, discarded ignorantly by so many people. The main topic of this video I wanted to clarify and address, there are a few people, now they're not worth saying their names because they're not relevant to me, they don't deserve the attention, they don't deserve the light. But these particular people, let's just call them parasites, let's call them haters. I hate to bring negative energy to nature, but this is my testament, this is my firmament, this is my release, and this is what I believe in and what I stand by, my convictions. Not only just my convictions, but my purpose of why I choose to manifest these videos, why I work so hard with a passion to creating my videos. Now, in my previous video, I was not entirely meant to say that I have absolute no friendships. I have a few within my circle that I absolutely trust, that I have a lot of admiration and respect for, those who are very much a part of me and my vessel, my heart, and my existence for a reason. And for this particular reason, because we've been through the struggles together, we had overcome obstacles together, and we still continue to grow together and continue to manifest ourselves. I'm an easy, simple person to get along with, as long as you do right by me, and as long as you don't give me a particular reason to not trust you, and as long as you're upfront and brutally honest with me, and you are someone who has integrity, has his or her heart and head in the right place, and you have positive intentions. And that's it. Otherwise, it's like my cameraman, Steve. I've been paying him for the last couple of weeks. We've been working together, filming a lot of these video projects. And we actually do right by each other. So the main topic of this video is pertaining to how I don't tear other people down. I never tear other people down. The only people in particular that I have personally myself ever tear down or torn down before were people that in justifiable situations and circumstances that they actually deserved it. Under justifiable situations and circumstances, these were the particular people that I had torn down because of our beef, because of our drama, and 99% of the time in which the third party, the other party, had always started it or instigated or invoked upon it into my life. And rightfully so. I mean, to no fault of my own, you cannot blame me for voicing myself or standing up for myself, for having to be vocal and talk about what I have to talk about and say what I have to say, because ultimately that's the underlying truth in itself. There are so many people that are so quick to vilify you, so quick to put words in your mouth, to judge you, without the premise or the basis of digging deep within oneself, within that other person, to get to know who you are, what your purpose is, what you're passionate about. There's so many people who refuse to look at themselves in a mirror, and there's so many people who refuse to look at themselves in the reflection of the mirror and to point out their own sins, their own imperfections. Jesus Christ said it best when that prostitute approached him at his feet, and he had said that for he who is without sin to cast the first stone. Who among you is without sin so much that you have to point out my imperfections? I acknowledge my own imperfections, my own sins every single day of my life, and thus that is the primordial existence And the purpose of magic, of witchcraft, is to, in the left-hand path in demonology, to acknowledge yourself of your sins, your imperfections, and how to remove that chaos and those imperfections, that cancer, out from your body, and placing it into this vessel where you're able to truly channel that and manifest that into something greater than yourself. There's so many people that they absolutely love the attention, they love the drama. And so many people, well, not so many people, but, you know, a few people call me materialistic, they call me narcissistic, they call me every name in a book, alright? But a narcissist, or someone who's only interested in themselves, would not take the necessary actions and measures in order to change the world, to be so passionate to change the world, to be out here on the streets, to be out in nature, to be out anywhere in a part of the world to raise awareness, to be that vocal, to raise awareness, to bring attention to the necessary things that need to be addressed to change the world. It's so much easier for somebody else to tear someone else down because they don't agree necessarily with their perspectives or philosophical ideals or beliefs or otherwise. And that's perfectly fine because we're protected by the United States Constitution of our First Amendment, which is freedom of speech. And for that reason, you see, there's a borderline difference between freedom of speech and hate speech. If you're just out to bullying somebody because they're different, or because you don't agree with their message or their purpose or their aspirations, their visions and goals that they set forth for themselves, then you have to ask yourself logically, well, why waste my time to try to vilify somebody else? Why? You ask, psychologically, it's basic psychology, because they have nothing better else to do. They are so voided in the emptiness of their own existences that they think that they're so much better than everybody else. They think they're so much more superior, like this elite class above somebody else. And they have little to no knowledge, they have no intellect, they have very little vapid human emotions or human construct of morals, of their compass of principles and beliefs. You know, these are the parents that should have whooped their kids' fucking ass. I've chosen a long time ago, ever since the first creation of this YouTube channel, that I was going to be the solution and not be part of the problem. Because that's what my father always told me and raised me with. Either be part of the solution or be part of the problem. I choose to be part of the solution. I choose to be the cure in the world today. And there's so many people that have absolute no respect for others. They have this entitlement, superiority, God complex that they think they're so much better than other people. Me personally, I never thought I was better than anybody else. I never will proclaim that, and I never have proclaimed that. And for these people, or this particular individuals to say that I tear down other people, come on, think about it. You would do the same thing. I know you. Yes, I'm pointing to you. You as in a general statement. Every single person on this godforsaken blue planet of our earth is going to do the same thing. If someone were to mess with them, or vilify them, to put words in their mouth, or to try to defame them, to try to slander them, or otherwise, you know, just try to sit there and vilify them, of course they're going to stand up for themselves. Of course they're going to say something and be vocal about it. I mean, I'm the same way myself. You know, if someone had done wrong by me, and by justifiable means, I'm going to share my side of the story. I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm going to voice myself. And it's as simple as that. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. It's not, you know, this grand scheme of things. And honestly, the most important message is that, you know, I'm very much passionate about my craft. I'm very much passionate about everything that I do. And I channel my emotions and my consciousness into these videos and into the consciousness of the world around me. And of all living things, of all energy that is concentrated around me. And there's so many people that hate to see that. There's so many people who absolutely hate that. There's so many people who cannot stand to see that. There's so many people who want to see your collapse and your downfall rather than to see you succeed. Instead of helping to push you up into the ranks of the world, they would just want to tear their nails and their claws into you and tear you down into the sixth layer of hell, pretty much. Well, I'm here to say that I am here to stay forever, and, you know, definitely. And if that so happens to offend, trigger, or, you know, offend somebody or bother them so much, then let it be so. So more to be. Because I understand who I am. I pay my own bills. I put my own food on my own table. And a lot of these people, the so-called, the political correctness, the haters, they're not doing anything of that sort, of that nature for me. And I appreciate all of you for your support, for believing in me, for watching my videos. And I might sound ungrateful at times, but I'm just as imperfect as you. I'm just as imperfect as somebody else. But the main underlining, the bigger picture, the important picture is that I myself, I'm doing everything to rectify my situations, to channel my emotions, to make the best of every day of my life while I am alive, to make this world into a better place every single day of my life. And one other thing, of all these haters, of all the people that want to criticize, to vilify me, to put words in my mouth, and to try to subjugate me, subjectify me, to try to victimize me in one way or another. These are the people that are not spending time with nature. These are the people that are not raising awareness to go out on the streets every day and to have a passion of doing so. And mind you, I don't get paid for this, you know. This is out of my free will and free reign of doing so, out of my own will. And a lot of these people are not helping to raise awareness. They're not out there helping the homeless or the animals, the animal shelters. And I've done just about all of that, and plus more to come. They don't align their intuitive self. They don't travel deep within themselves to find who they are, their purpose, their mission. They have no mission. They have no goals. They have no aspirations, no visions in life. You know, they're just on this particular plane of human existence just to exist. That's it, just to exist. And you could sit there and point the finger at me. You could sit there and, you know, you could sit here and vilify me all that you want. You can sit here and vilify me all that you want. Nothing is ever going to change. Nothing is ever going to change who I am. I am responsible for my own change. I am responsible for my own words and actions, or a lack of thereof. And that's my own fault. That's my own concern. That's not no business or concern of anybody else. It's simple. If you don't like watching my videos, or me personally, then don't watch my videos. Don't think about me. You know, don't talk about me. Keep my name out of your mouth. It's that easy. But no, I've never torn down other people intentionally. It was systematically done by design to explain my situation with a particular drama or beef that I had with, or somebody had with me, and I had to squash it. And quite a lot throughout the past couple of weeks, I've actually been reconciling. I've actually been reconciling with so many people. I've made amends. I've squashed the beef. I've shaken hands and I moved on. That's me. If I can help it, if I can make amends with these people, with every single person that has ever had beef or drama with me, one way or another, I would. And if I was at fault, which with Harley, it was actually both of our fault, but I apologize for it, and we moved on, and that's it. So my name is Cody Gremlin. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and first and foremost, I thank you everyone for your support. I'm not just saying that, I literally mean that. For all of your support, you are all amazing to me, and you are the ones who have helped build me up. You know, like this bridge behind me, and well, in front of me over here, it had to been built up from the ground up with one brick layer and concrete and cement, one at a time. And just like the phoenix rises from the black ashes, ascends, you have to constantly ascend into the stars, into the limitless skies. You know, a lot like the Tower of Babel, in an attempt to reach the kingdom of light in heaven. So thank you everyone so much for watching. Like I said, you're all awesome. It's unfortunate that I had to do these kind of videos to clarify myself. My videos in itself should be self-explanatory. But you have so many people that are ignorant-minded, that have no IQ level to comprehend it, to think about that. And the comprehension level, it just goes like way over their head. So hey, it's not my problem. So thank you everyone.